day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Cam Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, here's Newton. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Dobbins, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Newton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was taken.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Philip Rivers.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Rivers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rivers on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Jaguars 7, Chargers 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gain of 7.
7 yards there and a 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chargers 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers over the middle, complete. That's Andrews.
Rivers
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
At the on play action, Rivers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Point after here coming up. And It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Newton's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Jaguars.
Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
J.K. Dobbins.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Newton. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Rivers. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That one is caught by Hunt. He's got a 1st down inside the midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Good strong throwing.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. To try again after the sack. Rivers will get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, Rivers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, a former Ram in their St. Louis days at least, Danny Amendola. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. 28-17, your final score. Next, we go from one Ohio team to the other as we check in with the Bengals at home in Cincinnati. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 20-7 was your final. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. 35-21, the final score. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Rivers, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Ed Oliver made the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Rivers gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Rivers pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action now. Rivers to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Rivers got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this one incomplete.
Rivers
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down, Rivers under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Stephon Tuitt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
14. Chargers 13.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you're for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Newton's pass.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3rd quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Chargers 13.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This this could set him back. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really had zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route.
Rivers
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Rivers now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Operating from the gun. Rivers, he'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
32-yard line.
Play fake, Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. They go play action. Rivers. That will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Is no good.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 1st down, Newton will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A.J. Epinesa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The tight end.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Lutz is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Rivers and the Chargers now down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Rivers again. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. To throw on 3rd down. Rivers, he's going to let it fly. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defense is always talking about getting turnovers and bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jaguars, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.